Does everybody know what time it is?
Uptime!
That's right. FleetPride is proud to present Kevin the Shopman Linger.
Welcome back to Uptime. I'm Kevin the Shopman Linger, and a cause that's important to our industry and the shopman as someone who repairs things is the right to repair. You get a vehicle or a truck and something breaks, but you have to send it out and have the OEM work on it instead of your own shop. This is important to me. Earlier this year, I repaired my HVAC system. You might be thinking, Kevin, your house isn't a truck, to which I would say, how do you know where I live? But regardless, we need to get down to figure out where the legislation stands on this and what it could mean if it doesn't pass. To do that, we're calling on the experts from FleetPride. I'm joined today by Baron Oursler, Senior Vice President and General Counsel for FleetPride. Thank you for joining us today. We got a lot to cover, so we're just going to dive right in. So without right to repair, what are some of the impacts to fleets, independent service shops, and shipping times we could see?
Well, Kevin, in terms of impacts to fleets, we're really talking about accessibility and affordability of repairs. In terms of accessibility, being confined to the dealer network restricts access to necessary repairs and maintenance. Right to repair ensures truck owners have more convenient, suitable options. In terms of affordability, on average, the same repairs performed by dealerships cost considerably more than those performed by repair shops. Right to repair means lower cost to operate for them. Then, with respect to shops themselves, currently there's more concentration among the dealer network, which results in higher repair prices and frankly holds the economy back. Right to repair helps those shops compete for our customers' businesses. And lastly, in terms of shipping times, the impact there. Since only the dealerships have access to all the data, their work is backlogged. This means increased time for completion of repairs. With right to repair, trucks can get fixed faster and back on the road sooner. All of these things are why right to repair legislation, such as the Repair Act, is critical.
So you and I have spoken about this in the past. Can we real quickly go over what is the Repair Act?
Absolutely. The Repair Act, or H.R. 906, is a comprehensive bipartisan piece of federal legislation that was introduced earlier this year by Congressman Neil Dunn of Florida, and it's currently pending in the House of Representatives. If passed into law, the Repair Act will ensure that as vehicles continue to modernize, we have equal access to repair and maintenance tools and data.
So there are some concerns with repairs stemming from new technology. Are there inherent dangers to shops working on alternative fuels like EV, natural gas, or hydrogen ICE?
I'd say no more so than those presented on the dealership side, if done correctly and with access to the right materials and data. Kevin, the bulk of repairs today are done in the aftermarket. So as technologies continue to evolve and these vehicles become more and more like computers on wheels, we need to keep the pipeline of folks who can repair them open.
Along with the equipment and know-how necessary for this, do training programs need to become part of the legislation?
That's a great call out. Yeah, training is and will continue to be a critical part of servicing and getting trucks back on the road safely. The Repair Act guarantees access to necessary training materials and repair procedures, which will help ensure trucks can perform the repairs safely.
A key piece of this that's come up is that OEMs are required to keep necessary repair information and tools affordable. I believe the phrase is fair and reasonable pricing. How much are shops really paying for it?
Well, really it varies, Kevin, but the cost can be quite significant across a single shop, especially if that shop is trying to service multiple makes, as most any independent shop does. To be clear, we're not looking for a handout, though. All we're seeking is parity in cost, access, and content to pay what the dealers pay, less any rebates and incentives for comparable access. We really just want a level playing field.
Yeah, and I mean, to me, it seems to make sense. Getting back to the Repair Act, what's the status of that now, and where's it headed to next?
So real quick, if I may, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Congressman Dunn and the growing list of 56 co-sponsors from all across the country for their leadership and support. These co-sponsors are comprised of an equal number of Republican and Democrat members of Congress. Kevin, I don't know about you, but personally, I find it encouraging and refreshing to see them come together, especially during these hyper-partisan times, to support a common sense, practical solution. In terms of the Repair Act status, following its introduction, with the help of the strong bipartisan leadership of Energy and Commerce Committee Chair Kathy McMorris Rogers and Ranking Member Frank Pallone, the Repair Act successfully made it out of subcommittee. And over the last few months, Congressman Dunn and his colleagues have worked hard to further refine the bill. All of that work now being completed, the next step is to have the bill considered and passed by the full Energy and Commerce Committee, which we hope will happen at the committee's first opportunity.
You said it there. I mean, bipartisan support, people on both sides coming together on common ground. What can supporters do to help Right to Repair?
Get a letter out to your members of Congress. It is literally as easy as scanning a QR code or filling out a short form on autocare.org. That's the website for the Auto Care Association. Just to plug FleetPride, you can also visit one of our branches or service centers. We keep the QR code right there at the counter. If you want to do more, contact industry associations like AutoCare or CVSN. That's the Commercial Vehicle Solutions Network. These two groups have been terrific partners and champions of the right to repair. And depending upon your desired level of engagement, they can help you set up a site visit to one of your facilities by a member of Congress. These visits are a fun and helpful way to teach Congress about our industry, what we do, who we serve, and why the right to repair matters to all of us. You know, I really can't stress enough how important it is for Congress to hear about this, the right to repair, from those most affected by it. So, Kevin, I really appreciate the question.
Baron, there's a lot to take in for this, for the entire industry, what it could mean. And we really thank you for being here to help break it down.
Thank you so much, Kevin. It's great to be here.
There you have it. People uniting across the aisle, across party lines for a cause that's important to them and important to our industry. I want to thank Baron for stopping by to explain what's going on with Right to Repair, and you can follow along with Uptime and with Fleet Equipment as new developments come along. I want to thank you for being here today, and until next time, you know what time it is.
Uptime!